You are listening to the best show on the radio. It's the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. And you just heard Sophie Tucker, Some of These Days. And we started off with Ruth Wallis, Boobs. I know you just don't even know what to say because
Everybody's jaws dropped open.
everyone is, they're just like, wow, I can't even believe I heard this on the radio. This is the coolest radio show ever. She is from Hartford, Connecticut, or she lived in Hartford, Connecticut. She's originally from Russia, where my family's originally from, but she settled in Hartford, Connecticut. And I think to this day, she is the oldest artist, local artist that we have played. Is that correct?
Born in 1886. It's close between her and one other person.
And she was, in her day, one of the most influential female American performers at the time. In the first half of the 20th century, everybody knew who Sophie Tucker was. She was in films and she was in recordings. And this song was her signature song as well, Some of These Days. And it's a classic. I love this song. I've performed the song. Many people have performed this song. She led a very, very fascinating life. There's so much to say about her, and we have so little time.
The song was released in 1911, penned by an unknown African American songwriter, Shelton Brooks. The song was sought after by many artists and made famous by Sophie Tucker.
Yes. It's an American classic. She is an American classic and a tribute to immigrants and what they bring to this country.
And women.
And women.
Just think about it. This song came out before women were allowed to vote.
Yes, I mean, this song came out during the time of the suffragettes and prohibition. And I mean, it was a very interesting time in history. This song is very evocative of that period. In fact, if you're a fan of Boardwalk Empire, if you ever saw that show, which is a wonderful show, this song appears in that show and it fits right into that period.
And it's from a time when horns were so essential to the music. I always love songs with horns, and I'm always grateful when there's a horn section. But that big band period, it's
You're a
awesome.
horn player, that's right, aren't
I'm
you?
not. I'm not. I'm a
You're
percussionist,
not.
but I aspire. I love the horns. I wish I played the horns. My dad played the horns. I do not.
I've always wanted to play the trombone. That's
That's a
my
good one.
it's my passion.
That
Oh,
makes sense for you. It's the most moody of the horn instruments. I like that.
moody and physical. Like you can, I'm a cellist.
It's very expressive.
Um, Now we must talk about Ruth Wallis.
Yes,
Um,
please.
we have never played Ruth Wallis on the show. She's from Brooklyn, New York, but in her elder years, she moved to South Killingly, Connecticut. Ruth Wallis was a novelty cabaret artist, and she wrote every single song that she sang. And she was considered the queen of the double entendre.
Yeah.
And if there's any song in her repertoire that really just gets to that double entendre, like this song, Boobs, you get that. Those little jokes, you think she's going to say this, but she's saying that. I mean, it's enough that she's singing about boobs, and everybody loves boobs. I mean, we all do. She, of course, sang in Vegas, so you can see how this went over well in Vegas. But there was a shocking sort of quality to her, and she was not afraid to put that material out there. And it's just wonderful. Anyone who knows about her, and there was a show done about her, which I actually think was called Boobs. Is that
The
correct?
musical, yeah.
Boobs, the musical, which was about Ruth Wallis. If you want to just read something that's delightful, read her obituary in the New York Times because it talks about how audiences were thrilled and absolutely horrified by her.
Well, she's hilarious, but she like this song is also very poignant, and it's lovely to see like there's intention behind what she's doing there. I don't know if that's true for all of her tunes throughout her career, but she's making a statement at the same time. It's not always easy to do.
It isn't always easy to do, but I think she's not doing it to be lewd. It's not a crude song. It's
Right.
it's not, this isn't just a naughty song at all. Yes, there's intention behind it. And she's very, very, very funny. And she has this wonderful kind of rapport of sort of the speak sing, which I really love. She's an entertainer. She's not just a singer.
Right.
What a cabaret singer is. They're not just a pretty voice that sings a song or soulful voice or whatever type of voice. They have a rapport with their audience. They're telling the story and they're telling the joke and they're winking and they're connecting. And that's what she's doing in this song.
And she started her own record label, Wallis Original Recordings. Very influential woman. And I love the cabaret style and how it easily translates into Broadway theater with Boobs, the musical. And in fact, there were times during the song I thought her vocal quality sounded just like Gwen Verdon.
She's very much in that style, that Gwen Verdon style, that brassy kind of belted out. That was very of the period. Yeah, I mean, you could see her being in Gypsy on Broadway, Ruth Wallis, although I think they would have frowned on her should she have showed up at an audition for something of that nature. She was more of a cabaret act and a Vegas act. But yes, that's the quality of her voice. She's just wonderful, and I was thrilled to find out that she had settled in the area, and I got the chance to play her.
It is so cool. Well, we're going to jump ahead about 100 years now. So what do we have coming up in the next block?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're actually going to play some, sexy stuff here. We're going to hear from ANoyd, who does not annoy me in the least. And we're going to hear from Paperboy, Fabe, and Pink Sweat, 100 Million Reasons.